Hello, my name is Vince Faney. I am the author of the 600-page training manual called Zen and the Art of Resistance Training, a yogic and scientific approach to weightlifting. In the beginning of this video and other videos, I make the bold assertion that I am going to once again trash Larry Allen's NFL bench press record. He has done more than anybody in the NFL. He has benched 225 pounds 43 times 2 years straight. Now, at my best, in my prime, I've done 225, 62 reps in 60 seconds. I bench pressed at 180 pounds, 5'8", at 8% body fat, 480 pounds. Now, I want to just tell you a little bit about myself, where I come from. I have a lifelong love and obsession with the acquisition of unfettered strength. I have really obsessed with finding ways to acquire this strength without the use of anabolic steroids or dangerous performance enhancement drugs or supplements. So I used many mind-body techniques for the acquiring this end. Now, many years ago, before I even lifted weights, when I was 12, I knew I wanted to be more than ordinary. So what I did is I went to the Norristown Library and I picked up many books on subjects like Hatha Yoga, started studying and practicing Hatha Yoga and meditation, self-hypnosis, and so forth. I wanted to become the Greek ideal of mind, body, spirit, be the perfect blend of what I believe God had intended humans to be. I wanted to achieve what many Hindu holy men are reputed to have achieved, such as enlightenment and mystical experiences. You know, the Indian fakirs who were able to endure great pain or actually subtract it from their experiences. They're able to endure long periods of time without food, able to endure harsh conditions, keep themselves totally focused to any task at hand, and they claim that their discipline helps them to achieve mystical experiences and spiritual enlightenment. I, of course, wanted to have all this. Then at the age of 14, I met this wonderful, remarkable schoolmate named Jimmy Yacovetti. Those of you who went to Upper Marion, I'm sure you remember him now, though he's passed away many years ago. I basically owe him a great debt of gratitude because he got me thinking. He got me inspired to start lifting. And it was his example that got me thinking about many things that I've thought about all my life, like how is it that a 90-pound lady can just lift a car that's pinning her child? How does a chimpanzee have the strength, 3 to 5 times the strength of a strong human being? How does it that some people who are average or less than average in ability initially are able to become world champions, why supposedly genetic freaks are able to really progress regardless of how hard they train? I wanted to know all these things. So Jimmy got me lifting weights. He gave me some advice, and I picked up my first Sears and Roebuck weight set, and with it came a little manual, a simple basic manual that gave 3 exercises for every body part. And it suggested that I did 2 sets of 10 reps, lifting something as heavy, barely getting 2 sets of 10. Recommending that if I got the 2 sets of 12, that it was time that I could go up 5 or 10 pound increments and try again 2 sets of 10. Well, after a time, progress became damn hard, extraordinarily slow, torturous, if it happened at all. So I started experimenting with a variety of new rep ranges and velocities and training volumes and so forth. All of a sudden, it was apparent that I got onto something groundbreaking, revolutionary. I started making all sorts of strength gains. My strength became freakish. I became addicted to the gains I was making. And so I started to secretly train. I wouldn't tell people my results. I wouldn't tell them how I was training. I just took delight that I was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I kept this to myself and went along for years this way. So eventually, I found a variety of ways to train. I've trained, I've experimented with various things that the world champions have espoused. I came up and created new ideas on my own and experimented on myself, and had the pleasure of experimenting on hundreds and hundreds of willing human guinea pigs. Until one day, I benched 480. Now before I benched 480, and before I was able to do 62 reps with 225 pounds, I used to be like everybody else. I get injured here and there. I actually exhausted every possible wrong way of doing things. So I eventually kept what worked and added on new ideas. Kept what worked and added on new ideas. And eventually I was able to come across a training program that would keep me going, free of injury, constantly. Now, in the next couple slides, I'm going to basically write down what the rest of my creds are, what my performance level is. I got this recommendation from Bill Pearl. Normally, I'd never like to brag, but you want to have confidence that I know what I'm talking about. I basically have to tell you what I was able to do, and all this is verifiable. I have trophies, I have witnesses, I am in magazines over the years at various contests and so forth and so on. I would take a polygraph test. You could call Ironworks and Cresswell. So everything I'm talking about is verifiable. Anyways, go to the next slide, look at my creds, pause as you need, read what I've shown. We'll go from there. Thanks.